eat junk food and animal products that have got toxins, hormones and chemicals in, it sets your internal chemistry way off balance and puts your physical vessel under energy draining stress, as it's using valuable resources to try and eliminate and deal with the toxins and the foreign hormones that have gone into your system. These types of food act as a drug, numbing us to our senses and dumbing down our conscious awareness and our mind. It literally makes us dim because this food doesn't have any light in it. It's a low vibrational food. When we're run down, unaware, out of balance and unable to overcome such dependencies, we're much easier to control through manipulation and psychic attack. Most people have experienced anxiety, depression, feeling really tired, having no drive, feeling disconnected, and yet we're never really told the truth that food is mood and that how we feel is actually an inside job. Think about this: when you feel stressed out or when you don't feel well, how do you perceive the world? How do you perceive the people around you? Most of the time, the world's irritating. You see the negative in things because you feel bad and you start projecting that out. And if you feel really good, if you're feeling on top of the world, you're having a good God ray, and then you're walking around, you start to feel positive. You think other people mean good rather than bad, and you start to see the good in all things when you feel well, when you're filled with the light. So we perceive the world as we are rather than as it actually is. True health and eating the light foods should be a baseline goal that everyone who's on the spiritual path should be trying to attain, or if you just want to feel good in your everyday life. The junk food, it can feel good temporarily because it can mimic our internal chemistry and it triggers the brain in the same way that opioids would trigger the brain. Yet that feel good is just a temporary suppression of what we actually really feel inside. It numbs our awareness to the emotions, to the traumas that we haven't healed or dealt with. We've just always suppressed them, and it allows us to continue numbing us to our emotions, suppressing them, and then that has really negative long-term effects on our health. The high from junk food is soon followed by the low, as the effects of the drugs wear off, and then you experience the after effects of the mental, emotional, spiritual and physical pain that your vessel has been going through due to the toxins, due to the poor lifestyle, the poor nutrition, the lack of proper feel-good chemicals, the lack of correct neurochemistry, and the negative energy that you've been consuming through bad food. Sometimes people will ask themselves, why do I feel depressed? Like, why am I so anxious all the time? Why do I feel so numb, so lost, so disconnected? And sometimes we don't know why. We just go, I don't know why I always feel so depressed. Yet we may not look at our food when we're thinking about these things. Sometimes though, our mind will come up with a reason. So we'll have this energy, we'll feel depressed, we'll have the lows because of a low neurochemistry. And your mind will try and rationalize why you feel low, and it won't put two and two together with the food. It'll find a reason from your past, based on past experiences, why you feel low or depressed or anxious. So when you have that feeling, if you've eaten some crap food or you're lacking in feel-good chemicals within, you're riding one of those lows and you've got that negative energy, the pain or the negative emotion arising, your mind will go, I know why you're sad, I know why you're depressed. Because you're single, that's why. And then we'll start to rationalize having these feelings, and rather than learning how to correct the balance and to not ride the ups and lows, and instead correct the balance so that everything that has traumatized us, all the negative emotion we have been holding on to, it can rise to the surface, we can properly deal with it, heal it and transmute it for good. Instead, we allow these stories, these past experiences to be a reason why, and we'll even make up new experiences like, I know why I'm so depressed, it's because the person I'm living with always leaves the pots in the sink. But really, if you were watching some funny animal videos or you're watching a funny movie, you aren't feeling depressed in that moment. You aren't thinking about how sad you are because you're single, and you aren't thinking about how angry you are because of the pots. What happens is the energy arises, and then you give it meaning through your thoughts. So the anger comes either from not eating good food, eating animal products that's got angry energy in, or picking it up from someone else, and then you go, I know I'm angry, it's because of them. Point the finger, it's because they didn't do the dishes. And it's like, actually, no, we need to learn to look at ourselves, see where we can heal and balance ourselves, eat better so that we are more level-headed and filled with more light, so we're thinking more lightful things, so that we have more inner insight. Inner light creates inner sight, so we're more connected to God, to source, to the higher lights and to our guidance. And then we can really truly start to navigate our ups and downs that life brings to us in a balanced, centered way and from a higher way. And it helps us ease the suffering that people go through on this plane. So lightful food is vegan, whole foods, or especially raw vegan food, because that contains the light, the life force, the cosmic life force, the sun's life force, the earth's life force. That's going to plug you right back into nature, because you're consuming nature, you're consuming from the trees. This is how they ate in the garden. So when you have that inner light, it charges you up and gives you the spiritual strength to fight any demons and negative energy and transmute any darkness and pain and sadness within, so that you can actually finally break through these loops and these cycles. You can get rid of these dependencies and you can level up and live a life full of bliss, rather than a life where you're controlled by your emotions and short-term desires rather than long-term goals, health and enlightenment. I talk from experience with this because I was dependent on cigarettes, weed, on junk food, and I went from that to being a full raw vegan and walking the light path. What I did have was a teacher that believed in me, and he also taught me some shortcuts that really helped me escape these negative loops. So our Great Light Garden website is launching on the 1st of June. If you're resonating with this message, or you feel called to get some guidance around this and shifting your life to a more lightful path, you don't have to do it alone. I had a teacher, I had someone who believed in me, and now you have me, and I believe in you. So check out our website. The whole Great Light Garden is focused around light path living, and you'll see on the website the different aspects to a light path and how that works and how that could work in your own life. I'm Ora, one of the Garden Guardians, and if you wanted to visit my personal website, I'm launching an exclusive link to the Great Light Garden official website launch on the 27th to anyone that subscribes with that email, so you will get first access to it. Otherwise, we'll see you on the website on the 1st of June. Sending you so many blessings on your journey. You've got this. You're amazing. Sending you blessings always. Always, always. Ta-ra from Ora.